Hey, what's up, man? Hello. How you doing? I'm alright, I'm still in pain. Got some good sleep at least. Stopping my stream last night when I did was pretty wise because I actually got some good sleep. Clearly I need it. Just not gonna be doing my normal walks for a while, I guess.
time.
Hey, they're starting, huh? Let's go ahead and get this set up. Vaporware Fest. Let's go ahead and hide the chat, because the chat's going to be awful. I gotta mute Diablo so you guys don't hear all the sword slashing. There we go. Look at him, look at him there. He's ready to show some vaporware. Let's go ahead and mute Diablo really quick. And then I'm gonna go put this in the corner because they're just gonna talk about a bunch of random crap I won't play. There we go. Nice and centered. I'll put it like that. There we go. Is that good? I don't know if anyone's still here, but I was talking to my aunt. Had to mute the mic for a little bit. There you go. Alright, all set up. Oh, this is chat's in the way, huh? There we go. Let me resize that a little bit. There we go. I'm all right. I'm still in pain from when I fell, but I'm hanging in there. How are you?
To the stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest. We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a live fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody. When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot
Turn this
of
up a
great
little
games
bit.
in development, and our singular goal
As soon as
today
they start
is to
showing
get
games,
you
it's gonna
excited
blast
about the
some
future. In
friggin'
just a few minutes,
50
we'll see the
Cent
first
music or
extended
something.
gameplay of
It's hard
Mortal
to
Kombat
audio
1.
balance as they show trailers with like 800%
It delivers,
volume
don't
all the
worry.
time on these events.
Alan Wake 2, the
It
reveal
should be
of
pretty
Fortnite's
audible
next
now. I'll
season.
change it as I can. I'm
And
in
yes,
borderless on Diablo
we
right
do
now, so
have a very
I can switch
special
in and out
grand
pretty quickly.
finale that you're not going to want to miss. That's all I'll say right now. But let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something
Get right to the
not expected,
gameplay,
which
sure,
makes
Jeff.
it that much more exciting.
How many cinematic
Here we
trailers
go.
do you have? At least a dozen. Oh, what is this?
Our kingdom is cursed.
Is this a video game?
The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the immortals, to rescue him and save the empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next.
There you go with the licensed music already.
Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
An actual Ubisoft game that has gameplay and not running around in a big expanse of nothing. This looks fucking cool. Got more generic rap playing. Totally fitting for a game set in ancient Persia. Gotta make sure the normies buy the game, so have their auto-tuned rap in there. That's how you get the sales. People that can't even sing.
These times of darkness,
It's like a
hope
computer
is the only
singing
thing
for
that
them.
keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Oh, that actually looked pretty cool. An actual video game. I'm shocked.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right. It's time for Mortal Kombat 1.
No, they're actually going to show gameplay. How cool.
Couldn't keep you waiting on this one.
Keep you waiting.
It
Yeah.
has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm
Yeah.
have been hard
Yeah, announce
at
the
work
game with
on
no
those
gameplay and then
ambitious
make you wait a
and
month
that reboots the
to show what
series
you
into a
actually
new
what they want you to
timeline.
pay $70
And it's
for.
coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters
Yeah, where's the
work?
video game?
Well,
Yeah,
now
good question.
It is time for combat.
Good
no
question.
spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story.
Look how we gotta hype up
gameplay, and
gameplay
yes,
now
of course,
in a
the
video game.
fatalities of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it.
have had enough of you.
Then go, before I put you down.
Looks the same jank as always.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions I must gather.
What do you want?
Sento, it's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight. Enough. Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
And they brought back Stryker. He's like the lamest Mortal Kombat character. He's just a white guy cop. There's like nothing interesting about him at all. It's the lamest. Definitely the lamest Mortal Kombat character is Stryker. Literally just cop. He doesn't even have any powers or anything. It's just this guy that's there. Fish out of water. Here's this generic white guy cop from like New York. The new Mortal Kombat character. They were already out of ideas by Mortal Kombat 3, and they added that guy. I remember thinking he was the lamest character growing up.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys?
Meh.
Now, I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon! Congratulations. They love you. All right. Well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of
all the gameplay.
First of all, this is in a it's MK1,
They actually
right?
showed the video
11-1.
game.
So tell us about this. It's in a new
A round
timeline?
of applause.
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into like a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, tell us, how does that work? You have your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight, but they...
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay, So you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see... That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing, the best team-ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come in? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. Okay. And so the combination...
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo almost.
Exactly, exactly. And you see there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Amazing. So time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? Same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro popped in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of not the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or at least known, that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yes.
People don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it?
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too.
Wow.
So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters. So there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Thanks so much. Amazing. So excited about that one. All right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2.
Raw
a sequel that
gameplay
pushes
capture.
the engine and gameplay to a new level.
We have to announce that now. So you can actually, like, see what the game is instead of them cutting away every 2 seconds. Somebody slashes their sword once, and then some auto-tuned rap plays. It's a big deal to just show the game. Like, nope, we didn't get some CG movie farm to make this trailer that's not going to show you anything about the game. But you're supposed to go get excited and buy like a $200 collector's edition when they haven't even shown the game yet. That's all they had. It's like, all right, John, just go kill 10 monsters in a dungeon. By the way, this is going to be shown in front of like 1 million viewers.
Well, the team
Just play for 30
has
seconds.
an important update to share with you right now.
We'll buy you a burger. There you go. There's your gameplay.
I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence, Leviathan. Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
Why does he have a gun?
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination. It can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
You don't even have Nicolas Cage playing one of the characters in his movies. It's just Nicolas Cage.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead
They're
by
gonna put
Daylight
Seinfeld in the game next,
I don't know how these
just
things
as
happen,
himself. Just, hey, here's
I think the
Seinfeld.
easiest way to find out
There you go.
is probably to
Please
go
be
right
excited.
To the source. This man's bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage!
They can't even make him like an actual character. It's just him.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick,
They don't just put Arnold in Mortal Kombat. He's at least supposed to be the Terminator.
Invited to your very, very
Nope,
cool
it's just him. He's just there.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game, but Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. He's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have, when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Fully method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of, collaboration with so many different characters. For you, I mean, how did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
very important in my family is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the hook in, pun intended. See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Nick, thank you so much. Hopefully the first of many. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man. Awesome. There you go. Lock it in. Now, for all of you who want to play Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight, the chapter officially comes out on July 25th on PC and console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
Damn right I made it.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations. But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill. And
I'm here for video games. I don't want movies. I don't care.
Gathered here today to
Not-
share something with
I'm
you.
not watching
Be sure
it.
to tune into The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1 debut.
How much do they get paid to show this?
Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our
Summer
brand new
Movie
trailer
Fest.
for Season 3 of The Witcher.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Games Fest and enjoy the trailer.
Neutrality. It won't get you a statue. But it'll certainly help in keeping you alive. I won't abandon Ciri.
Neutrality has consequences too. Embrace. Well, that's deeply worrying.
Everything that's happening. It's all connected. And she's at the center of it.
If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it.
You sure about this?
Are you? History has a way of repeating itself. The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future. For the first time, I understand real fear.
We're witches.
Is that so?
I'll never get over how cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please, don't hurt me. And then, wow! Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
Alright, are we back to video games now? Another movie. They already put Epic Games on the logo, so everybody already hates this game. Epic Game Store is poop. Early access only on the Epic Game Store. That is, not good. They're probably gonna get no feedback until, they get allowed to put it on Steam, because that's pretty much what happened with Hades. No one really played the Epic Game Store Hades. They took the bag from it, and then they put it on Steam, and then they got, like, way more feedback. Hello. Oh man, another gun game.
We have no choice. The root will destroy everything. For all time. No turning back after this. You sure?
No, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why there's so many launchers. The reason is because Steam takes a cut of anything that's sold on their store. So what these companies are trying to do is they don't care about the inconvenience of using another launcher, and all the other launchers that aren't Steam are like way worse. It's about maximizing the profit. Like the Epic Game Store is garbage. They have to give away like 2 games every week to get people to even use it. It's the only reason people use it is not even the free games. Most people don't even care about the free games. They use it for Fortnite and for exclusives, like Kingdom Hearts. They do not use it. They don't willingly play anything on there. That's why they push all these launchers. It's because they don't have to give Steam a cut.
Alright, we have much more
But they don't like really care to make their launcher even remotely compete with Steam's functionality. So you just get people hating when something is not on Steam. Which is interesting because everybody hated Steam when it came out. I used to play Counter-Strike in high school, and I remember when they started forcing people to use Steam. Everybody hated it. The difference is that Valve put a lot of work to get Steam where it is now, so that it's like the preferred platform for people to use.
Now, speaking of surprise,
the difference is that the other companies have not put in that effort, so everybody hates their launchers. That's really all it is.
Up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Yeah, it was a nightmare to get this game to run on Steam Deck because of the launcher. Why do we need to remake Sonic 1? Is that what this is? Yeah, it's just greed. It's just greed. They want a piece of the pie, but they don't want to put in the effort to eat it, to earn it. That's it. They think that if they have exclusives like this game I'm playing in the corner right now, that people will use it. It's like, nope. They only use it because they're forced to. Nobody willingly installs Battle.net or Origin or EA Store or Epic. It's because they force your hand. They have something you want to play and you can't play it anywhere else.
How about that? A new standard for 2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see, the game is bringing an exciting new character to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day? Team Trailblaze,
No, that Sonic game looks pretty solid. I don't see how they can really screw that one up. That seems pretty foolproof to me. Just making a 2D Sonic. However, I heard that the people that made Sonic Mania got denied to make like a Sonic Mania 2. I remember hearing something about that, and I just wonder like what the hell Sega is thinking, because that was like the best Sonic game in like a decade. Everything else after before that was way worse. So I guess they don't like money. They're allergic to money.
Never mind, I miscalculated. Let me have some fun this time. Time for a buzz. Extra speed, too slow.
Later this year on PlayStation. All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like game from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well, if you're wondering exactly when, we have news to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
Well, GOG is DRM free, Ib. It's DRM free. That's the whole point of GOG, is that there's no DRM, so you can play it offline. You can play it on the Steam Deck, and there's no need for a launcher. That's the thing. That's GOG's whole gimmick. It's mostly for like old games. There's very few like big games that you can get on there, but yeah, that's their entire gimmick. A lot of the big companies don't want to put their stuff on there because, you know, you could just go download it on the internet, I guess. And I think if they put their stuff on GOG, they already think that the game is not relevant anymore, so you can put it on there and well, the thing about GOG is they're kind of running out of old games that they can put on there because the rights for those games is a mess. A lot of those companies don't exist anymore, so to legally sell it, it's like a nightmare to put them on there. So I think is why they're...
That's right, a demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for
I think that's why they're trying to diversify into newer games.
Reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
I think a lot of people want to play that Pinocchio game, actually. It's just the thing about Souls games is the only ones that can make games with as much content as FromSoft. So, I mean, they're like the only ones that can make. I can't even talk right now. I'm too hungry. But the FromSoft game clones all have the same problem. They do things. Some of them do things better than the actual FromSoft games, but they're all like really light on content. So. They get endlessly compared to the FromSoft games, which, you know, have like much larger budgets and everything. Like if it's like a 6-hour game, then people won't like it, even though, you know, it might be better in some ways. Might have less bloat or better combat, but FromSoft clones are kind of in a weird spot. No one's really been able to compete with FromSoft for that kind of game. People try, but a lot of the indie ones seem like they're actually pretty good, but they're all like super short, so they don't keep people interested for long.
Sandland, get ready.
You mean better?
You
mean better?
Need to be human to save
Neo
humanity.
Combat is like the
That's
only
coming
good
from
one.
Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon. Independent games are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I'm 8-Bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Kitty!
Wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
Our guiding star has shattered. Its shards scattered across the world. An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power. And put down this threat once and for all.
Watch, they're gonna show gameplay and it's gonna look way worse. MMOs in particular, they rarely show any like actual gameplay. Whenever I look up new mobile games, I always just cut straight to the gameplay. And then I see that it's just another turn-based game, and I'm like, hype deflated, I'm out. Peace. Turn-based mobile games are the worst. If you want turn-based, you should not play a mobile game. There's plenty of less expensive or even free options without all the microtransactions.
Looks great. I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now, but on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword-fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
Hear the battle call, cities rise and empires fall, but it's a war worth fighting. We're taking up our arms, hold the line up, here we touch, and we keep on fighting. It's a war worth fighting.
They might announce a Gundam game. They're definitely not going to announce a Super Robot Wars game here. I can tell you that right now. Because those games are a nightmare to bring over. It's a big deal that we got the last one, the 30th anniversary one. That was like a huge deal to get that. Because generally the Super Robot Wars games, they only bring over the original generation ones.
Hey, this is not.
Why can't the
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light to Stay Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
Are we still trying to push streaming games? Are we still trying to push that? Because I've tried it. I've given it an honest chance and it's awful. It's like really bad. Remember when Dawn of the Monsters came out? And it was exclusive on Stadia for like a month.
By the way, Crash Team Rumble is going to feature
and I could not play that game without it dropping frames and crashing constantly. I gave it an honest chance. I really did. I wasn't dismissive towards that at all. I gave it an honest chance. It's awful.
The Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2.
I mean, maybe if you're going to play like turn-based card games on it, something that doesn't require like inputs. It's probably not bad, but they keep like advertising, oh, you can play like, you know, Call of Duty on it. I'm like, all right, so your headshots aren't going to connect for one.
Because when you announced Alan Wake at the game, or Alan Wake 2 at the game,
you're going to be missing a lot.
We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the
it's
first
completely not viable for most of the games that they advertise. That's pretty much the problem with it.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have 2 playable characters. It's a 50-50.
I don't think people are going to sign up for Amazon Luna to play Hearthstone. Because you can play that on literally anything with a screen.
And yet it's all
but they keep trying to get you to sign up for it with like AAA games being played on it. It's awful.
In the story,
they gave me a free trial for Amazon Luna like last year, and they had DMC5 on there. It was dreadful. It barely worked.
Tell us a bit about her. She's in Brightfall.
I'm like, dude, this game is on sale for $10 like every month. Why am I going to pay you for a streaming service?
That's a good question.
I'm not.
Going into this. So,
it makes no sense to do that.
Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from
I get that they're trying to make things more accessible so that people don't have to spend so much money to get into gaming, but the tech's just not there.
Coming to the Pacific Northwest,
a lot of places in the world still have like really bad data caps, or they don't have fast internet. So for most people, it's going to be more practical to get the money to
they are coming to
get something to play it on natively
of ritualistic
than do
murders.
streaming.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AAW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about. You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing games in the corner, so you guys have something to watch when they have a
But it's also a standalone experience.
talking
We are
head
not
talking about a
expecting
game that no
everybody
one's
to
interested
do
in.
homework
No one
if they
here
have
is
not
interested
played the
anyway.
original game. This
The
can
new
be
Alan
enjoyed,
Wake coming out is a pretty
as
big deal, but
Saga doesn't know anything about
not
the
something my
lore,
community
about
is
the
probably
supernatural,
interested in.
In this world, she will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive, and with that, all the players will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience so that you can hop to play Alan Wake in the dark place as he's trying to find his way out, and you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points in many surprising ways, but there is no right way to play through this. You can choose. You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially, so we can't wait to see how these stories intertwine, I'm sure, throughout the experience. Today, though, I know you brought with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see?
Supernatural forces of darkness have brought the murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake, trying to find him and stop him.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay.
Raw, unedited gameplay. Like how we have to advertise that now. We're just gonna show you the game, alright? We're just gonna show you the game. No strings attached. An actual video game. Actual gameplay.
Sounds like somebody's home.
I just don't get horror games. I don't. I know it's because I have clinical anxiety. I just don't get the appeal of being terrified playing a game. Like, I don't understand it at all. I know a lot of people really like it, but I'm just like, I'm already clinically anxious. I don't want to play stuff that's meant to be unsettling.
We were all trapped in a
It just doesn't appeal to me at all. No appeal whatsoever.
There's something.
I don't really need a game to be anxious. I don't need a game to be amplifying how anxious I am. So,
Something's not right.
not interested. Actually, I envy the people that need a video game to be anxious. A lot of envy towards them, honestly.
Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain. Tyranids!
My pledge is eternal service.
Xenos inbound! Eviscerate this abomination! Come forth and be slaughtered! Open the gates. Care to see if we can slay more Xenos for the Chiron? I thought a beast of that stature would offer more sport. Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
Beautiful indie game, yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses it this time. Ruby.
On my mark. 5.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Diablo 3 being so colorful. I'm like, well, there's so many dead brown-looking games out there. I thought it was nice that it had a lot of color, but that wasn't even the beginning of Diablo 3's problems. They made a lot of stupid decisions that drove people away. So I can see why this one is more grounded and a lot less interesting to look at. Yeah, this game could definitely use some color. But everybody wants things to be brown. Kind of like this game that they're showing on the Game Fest right now. It's brown and dead looking and uninteresting to look at. That's what people want, I guess.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? All right. Well, this
I know, the brown.
long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3. And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist and is voiced by a familiar name.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash from the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead...
Yeah, that's why I'm playing stuff in the corner, dude.
Scorches
That's why I'm playing games in the corner, so you have something to watch. Pro tip is to not give these advertisement showcases your undivided attention.
What do you say?
Because that's just what makes people more disappointed. I'm like, I'm having fun just grinding in the corner. You can watch that instead. If they show something cool, I look over. If it's something like this, I just don't even watch it. That's how I've been doing these kinds of events for a long time now. Especially now that I have a better processor and the game doesn't lag when I'm streaming like this.
Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right.
It's not worth your undivided attention. Give it your undivided attention if they show something you're interested in.
Exclusively to PlayStation 5. Sounds like you guys
They show stuff you don't care about, just don't look at it.
Zahar, game director at Insomniac. Brian, thanks for coming by. I know you guys are
They're getting the
deep in
viewership
development.
metrics
First
they
of all,
want
looks like
anyway.
we have some,
Your eyes don't have to be looking at it.
Is this the box?
This is the box art. This
Okay.
is, you know,
I'm sure they're happy with the
here it is.
viewership they're getting.
It has
Doesn't
two
mean
on the
you
box
actually
for a
have to be
reason,
physically
because this
watching
game
it.
features two Spider-Man, so we're really
I
excited.
usually
about it.
play like
Absolutely.
PGR or something
Peter and
while this is
Miles,
going on.
We're so excited about this experience that you guys are doing with these sort of two characters.
But a lot of people just, their eyes are glued to the screen. It's like, that's just going to make you more disappointed that they don't show something you want.
There may be more.
There are more. There are more.
I mean, the Sonic game looked pretty cool.
We have some new
I'll probably grab that maybe when it's on sale.
At the PlayStation event. So
I grew up as a Nintendo kid, so I'm not like big on Sonic, but it looks like something I might play.
He's not, he's not powered by magic.
I looked at that. I didn't look at
the best hunter in the world, and he's
all
coming
the other
to New York
stuff.
for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that
Something
live
catches
in
my
New York
interest,
City. So
I'll look at
Peter,
it.
Miles, and others. He's on the hunt.
And others. ...
Yes. Yes.
But Venom also, obviously, Symbiote is a part of this whole story, as we saw in the gameplay. Oh, there you go. Good reaction to the art.
I'm glad you're happy.
I don't know how much you're going to tell us about Venom. Is this, can you tell, is an Osborn Venom? Can you tell, what's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or?
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Our goal was to tell an original story, something
Yes.
you haven't seen in the comics or the movies yet. Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things you love about the character are going to be there, but how the story plays out, who is Venom, you have to play the game to see how it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. There's a bit of a tease. Now, obviously, the symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase was, how that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're playing as, Peter. So tell us a bit about that and how, the gameplay is going to be dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
We call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression, which you saw both in the moves and how Peter talks. So it's not just what happens in gameplay, it's what happens, how the story plays out.
Interesting. So how it affects him as well.
Yeah,
Go
I
through
mean,
the
you
story.
saw some of that, and there's much more of that journey when you play the game.
And I know the journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of city
the
racing,
city
right?
is pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse at speeds way faster than they were before is really awesome.
Hugely ambitious game you guys have been building over the past few years. We saw at the PlayStation event, it said at the end, fall 2023, and I think we're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're going to tell you right now.
Very confident.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a look. Nailing it. October 20th. Spider-Man 2, exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Got it.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much for stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping up the game, but we'll check it out in October. Thanks, Brian. We got our date. All right. Now let's take a look at Pal World, a multiplayer open-world survival crafting game where you
Open world survival crafting. That's a
You
mouthful.
can also fight. In other words, kind of like Pokemon with guns.
That's what you don't want to hear.
Take a look at the Land of the Morning Light, a new expansion
Open
for
world
Black
survival
Desert Online,
crafting
which
game.
recreates the mythical
That's
folktales
the
from
worst
Korea's
possible
Joseon
combination.
dynasty and some huge bosses, too.
That just means it's going to be no fun at all. That's the worst video game term mouthful you want to hear. Open world survival crafting.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves. With hammer and axe we mine and sculpt. Across Middle-earth, delving for riches. Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria. Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together. It's time we took back our home.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
Okay, so when's this one going to shut down? When's this one going to shut down? What's the countdown to end of service? I feel like Bamco and Square have a very long way to go before people will trust their mobile games again. Both two Tales games shut down in the past year. Like, a significant amount of them didn't make it.
Pre-registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy... No. Today, during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. You can get a free burrito using the code GAME. Plus, get the chance to win a Final Fantasy 16 pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got that. All right. Now, here's a look at the game we debuted last year at TGA. Banishers Ghosts of Eden.
He's like struggling. He's struggling to say that without laughing. You gotta keep the lights on, Jeff. How much did they pay him to say that? There's just a big bag of money in his hotel room right now. He's had room service just drop a big bag of cash in there for saying that.
We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful.
I banish you. Death to the dead.
Do we kill? To be together again?
Or do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
Gonna tell me to Download and install Raid Shadow Legends so I can get a free burger. Alright, sure.
それで今回の指令は
Where do I sign?
単純な力仕事です。ある人物を警護していただきます。頼みましたよ。コードネーム上流。大丈夫か？
ええ、お待たせしてしまって。
トラブル発生。車はまだか？
到着まで3分。何があった？
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる。さもなきゃこれから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ。お前の名は俺に名はない。
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Base to capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan? Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
Definitely a leak here, Tim.
How long has it been now?
3 years. 2 months and 17 days.
What sort of operation are they running down here? He shouldn't be here. Someone there? This doesn't make sense. Is someone else down here? No. Dan! Are you there?
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall along with
Call of
Warzone
Duty.
Mobile. Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2
Call of
Warzone,
Duty.
launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep, it's all happening. Check it out. Here you go.
Trying to show you what we came to do. Only talking, making major moves. Rolls Royce, no top. Me, no one will ever stop. Me against the world, I got my back against the wall. No, I'm hellbound. But I'm well now. On the road to riches, I get the hell around. Turn up the sound. Now let shit get loud. I got a fight in the morning. I see what you've been trying to do, and I'm a mission aborted. You think I never pay attention? In my mind, I'm recording. I'm about to win a war with no some troops out of board. I'm riding around with homies like we run the city. Looking fresh and feeling like a mini. Moving silence, you can never hear me. If you got a problem when you see me, run it. Run it. Run it.
Season 4 next week. Today is a big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turns 75 years old today. And to celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game. Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
I haven't even been watching this for like the past 10 minutes. I'm just chilling. Just chilling.
And here it is, the Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one right now.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that monstrosity.
Stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox
That thing looks
social
awful.
channels for additional opportunities to get your hands
Oh,
on
man.
these
Let me sign up right now.
All right. Next, Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for PC players too. Let's take a look at Fae Farm.
Dear friend, life in Azoria's been treating me well. Days pass so quickly. Before I know it, they turn into seasons. It's been a breath of fresh air. I think we found a way to get cozy and settle in. But there's something more I've been itching to explore. Realms where magic comes to meet us. As long as we're prepared, we can face anything. So, what do you say? There's so much yet to discover. Are you ready?
We promised variety. There it is, Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben? Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time I saw you was at the Game Awards when you won Best Mobile Game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been doing a bunch of new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made, and some new game modes. Yeah.
Yeah, new game. Is that a segue, Ben?
Certainly, yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's Conquest mode. It's a great way to get a super competitive experience and some exciting new rewards. But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben.
That's what I got.
That's you. You're made for YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. So, listen. I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and maybe you've had this experience, Jeff, some people lose.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And I like to think it's because they suck. No offense, Jeff. But sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Labuntus 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Bar. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
No, you're just being mean.
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Avium from EA Originals and Ascendant, and the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
into the smartest
That's what
way
I'm
to
here
level up
for.
your gaming this summer. Compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
Arthur, I have sacrificed everything to save your kind. From an ancient evil. Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked. And you may prove worthy of your legacy.
Wayfinders, do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon, and paid a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us.
This world needs champions.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Project under construction.
What do you say, guys? One more game?
Good morning, scavenger. Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavax.
Captain's log, stardate 43152.4. Our fleet is cautiously entering hostile territory, and the crew is standing by in preparing contact.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett here. Yeah, right? My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And I'm very excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
This is gonna be fun.
Why are they making a Twisted Metal show? There hasn't been a game in like 12 years.
Glass of water. Me? I'm more
What?
of a Hawaiian.
That's so random.
I'm guessing you don't fight
And people even remember what Twisted Metal is. The last one was the reboot that was like on PS3, so quite a while ago. It's not recent. Running out of video games to make a streaming series out of. Just pick something that barely anyone remembers. That's what it seems like to me. Shit, I barely even remember Twisted Metal. I like the PSP one. The one that was a launch title. That game was fun.
Like it when the beat go.
It had net play.
Girl, you want a show? The thong, the thong, thong, thong. Do you love the silver-haired god? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
You said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
There's a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I can remember. It's a forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
When's the Ninja Warrior series?
Who hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself in order to multitask? This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the time shift warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Dude, Diablo's all messed up. What the hell happened?
Receive my light,
It's like all freaked out.
Power flow through you.
Let's try reloading it.
Again, alongside your past selves.
I'm here again. That's another me. I look good. I rewind. I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me. You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
Hey, look at this. Dude, Spider-Man game is top tier. Look at this.
And crush these demons.
Look at this. Spider-Man game just
I can feel that there are more.
dropped a megaton.
Very cool independent game. All right,
How
next
cool
up
is that?
Brand new IP
They
from
just call it a
Ascendant
tokusatsu
Studios, a
suit.
single-player,
Maybe I need to play that
first-person
game now.
magic shooter called Immortals of Avium.
I didn't know they revealed that. That's pretty
FPS
fucking cool.
Fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great
Anyway, back to your
cast
regularly
led by Darren
scheduled
Barnett as the
programming.
main character
There you
Jack,
go.
and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey guys.
Great to have you with
How you
us.
doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I'm playing the main character Jack, as seen behind me. He's a battle mage that controls all three forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, you know, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage Jack comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an ever war fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah, so this is a wild part of the game. This trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5.
Oh, Diablo 4 apparently went down, so I need to pick a new game to put in the corner. One moment. Technical difficulties. I just went on the interwebs. People said it's down. So I need a new side game. Let's see what we can play here.
Welcome aboard, Immortal. What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
Brand new gameplay, yeah. Oh, sorry, all this crap's on the screen. I'm a little disorganized because Diablo went down. Let's see here. What else we got? Something I can play in the corner that you guys can watch.
Get to the control room and protect Selko. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Got it. Gotta get to the control room.
Have I played Astral Chain? Yes. I didn't really like it. Why do you ask? There's a lot of problems with that game. It's not bad. I don't think it was as good as people said it was. I could go into detail about what I don't like about it, but only if you ask.
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war.
The controls are awkward. The frame rate is bad. There's a lot of filler. The dungeons are all basically the same. Same, like, red-looking area. It felt like it was made for different hardware. Like, it barely ran. Obviously, it feels pretty bad to play a fast-paced action game at, like, barely 30 FPS, but that's pretty much what that game was. The plot was pretty dumb as well, and they forced you to interact with it with all the investigations and stuff, but it was, like, painfully obvious.
This summer from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that
it was painfully obvious who the bad guy was in, like, the first couple minutes of gameplay.
Chapter 4 Season 3 Wilds launches, and today,
it's a lot better on emulator because you can play it at 60 FPS, which fixes a good chunk of the problems, but it's got a lot of padding. I think they wanted it to try to be more than just a character action game, but it kind of suffered because it wasn't.
Of Cybertron. Here we go.
It's just they force a lot of the detective stuff on you, and the story is not good enough to warrant it. That's kind of the problem. If you're gonna put that stuff in an action game, it needs to feel like it's actually well written. But, like, nope, you can pretty much tell what's happening in the first couple hours. but you gotta go through the motions before they tell you. They kind of treat you like you're an idiot. Bayonetta 3 is kind of guilty of that as well, but that game's... the padding is just the shitty mini-games and stuff. You don't have to, like, run around and talk to people. It's an odd emphasis on story when Platinum is known for not being able to write a good story, and you have to interact with it. I think that was, like, the biggest problem. At least in Bayonetta 3, you could just skip the cutscenes. And the only real thing that was kind of disrupting you from playing the game was all the mini-games and stuff. There weren't, like, really that many forced walking sections and all that other stuff they love to spam. I'll probably play through it on emulator.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale. And it is a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again. This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. And I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases. The rumors were true.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after
No, this is warranted. Have you seen how they've been marketing this game? They've been making, like, GIF tweets with just, like, one sentence to promote it. And people are asking if they had, like, any actual game to show.
What's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
I think a lot of people will be happy with this. I didn't particularly like the first remake. I couldn't get through it. Maybe I'll give it another shot someday, but...
As far as I know...
I don't have any nostalgia for the original game. That doesn't help things either. I'm not really a Final Fantasy fan, so...
It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. But, you know, I didn't grow up with the game either, so, I mean, that's the thing. The Ninja Warriors remake was my FF7 remake, because that was a big game of my childhood. But, you know, I don't expect
They say
random
she's a
people to be super excited for that game. I mean, this is no different.
into the very depths.
If you grew up with it, I'm sure a lot of people really liked it, but
those you hate, those you fear,
I kind of had to judge it as just a game. I know a lot of people my age, FF7 is like a big part of their gaming culture and everything, but I didn't grow up with it.
Do you know that I killed her?
I played it a little bit on a friend let me borrow the PC version. I just didn't finish it. I didn't really like it. At least they showed something, because the marketing for that game's been kind of a joke lately. 2 discs. PS5 only. Good.
There you have it. That was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming early 2024 to PlayStation 5. Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right. That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles.
We're turning this off.
Including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as
didn't
the
really see too much. I was
gonna
bend over and buy a couple decent games, but nothing like really jutting out at me, which is fine. All right, what are we gonna do now? Maybe I'll play some Basara. Well, at least they're not putting it on PS4. I think that will make a lot of people happy. That game's going to be exclusive for at least a year, so I think people will feel a little bit more validated in coughing up money for PS5. They've had, like, barely any games. Alright, well, Diablo is down. I was close to level 50. We're gonna have to play some weeb trash. I know you guys have been thrilled I've been actually playing a big AAA game for once, but Diablo's off the menu. The Reddit for that game is imploding, because I guess people think that their characters got deleted. I don't think Blizzard's that incompetent. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're not that dumb. So, let's play something else. Let's boot up another game. Well, I think 2 discs implies that maybe they'll get farther in the Final Fantasy story than they did with the first one, because the first one is basically like you're out of that first town in like a couple hours, but they made it like this big, full-length game. I think they're actually I think they really are trying to do it in 3 games. So 2 discs implies that they'll probably get a little bit farther, because I think they know that people don't want to wait like a decade to finish this remake. But I'm not really an expert on the FF7 story. I just know that the first one is like really, really drawn out. It's a relatively insignificant part of the game that the first game remake covers. But they like stretched it out like crazy. Which is why there's all the forced walking sections and stuff. It wasn't really meant to... You weren't meant to be in that first town for that long. But I guess they wanted to expand upon it. I think another thing with the first part of the remake was having to put it out on PS4. And I think they knew that the part where you get out of the town and you actually explore more of the planet, they couldn't do on the PS4. I really do think that was part of their decision as well. Like, just cut it off when you get out of the town, because they can't commit to doing the rest, which is like more open-ended on last gen. I mean, which isn't a bad thing. I would rather they do that. I mean, I'm not a fan, and my opinion doesn't matter, but I think that a lot of people would have been upset if the remake got held back by old hardware. So, 2 discs means that game's gonna be like 150 gigs or some shit. That's pretty nuts. That's a big game. Big behemoth of a video game right there. Alright, am I back on main source? Yeah, I am. Alright, we're back to Weeb Trash.
何をお作りしましょうか。
I can't get attack speed, so I don't want to play this. Let's play something else. The Sonic game, yeah, Sonic game looked pretty cool. But I'm hearing it's $60, so that shit had better be immaculate quality. Because there's like lots of indie platformers that are already better for like a fraction of the price. So I hope they're coming out with their big guns. Because if that's $60, that's implying really high quality. And we know Sonic games do not have consistent quality. Feels like every other Sonic game, or every like 3 Sonic games, there's like one good one. So Sonic Frontiers is good. I don't know if they can make another game like that. Feels like they need to. The Sonic cycle dictates there needs to be like 1 or 2 crappy Sonic games before they can put out another good one. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But I'm not a big Sonic fan. I was a Nintendo kid growing up, so my experience with Sega games was pretty much the collections. And when I was a kid, I had friends that had a Genesis. They were Sega kids. I'm like not really a big Sonic fan. I've played the good Sonic games. I haven't played any of the crap ones. I managed to dodge all those by not being a Sega fan. I played the first 3. I played and Knuckles. I like the Sonic Advance games. I played both adventure games, Generations, and Frontiers. Those are like the only ones I really played. So I managed to dodge all the crappy filler games that everybody memes about. I didn't play the Secret Rings or the one where he has the sword, or Shadow the Hedgehog or Heroes. I dodged all those games just by sheer luck, I guess. I just never really played them, which ended up being a blessing in disguise for sure. Shredder's Revenge is getting DLC. Yes, that was announced yesterday. It kind of implied that there's going to be like a roguelike mode or something, so that's pretty cool. Alright, well I'm gonna go order some food. I got a little bit of a headache. I think I should eat something. And that'll help my muscles to not be so tense. So hopefully I'll feel better walking again. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I might do a kitty sitting stream tonight. I might play some Steam Deck games. And I think I should eat something. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. I'll probably play some more Diablo and some emulators, some PS3 stuff later. But yeah, I don't really have anything super interesting to play until Oblivion Override comes out in a few days. I will be playing that game. But yeah, I'm kind of in pain right now. I think I should eat something and take my Tylenol. And I'll probably do a Steam Deck stream tonight. If not, I'll do Diablo. But apparently the servers for that are all jacked up. So if I come back later, it'll probably be the usual weeb trash I'm known for. It won't be a big AAA game. Hi-Fi Rush is awesome. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush is worth the money. I don't think I did an overview for Hi-Fi Rush, but I did upload some gameplay. You can go search for it on my channel. It's there. And also, bills have been really bodying me. Bills have been really bodying me. I definitely do need help, because I got another 3 months of paying off this computer. So next 3 months, I'm living on hard mode right now. If you guys want to help, there you go. Right now, it's going to go towards a new controller, because my main controller's got Fox die right now. It's crapping out randomly, so that needs to be replaced. And then the rest of the money is probably just going to go towards just survival, honestly. It's been pretty expensive lately. I mean, I don't make that much money, and I've been putting like about 30% of my disability into this computer every month. And I've got another 3 months to pay off, so I'm really living on hard mode right now. If you guys want to support, there it is. I'll see you guys later tonight with something. Either indie games on Steam Deck, or maybe some Diablo, depending on if their server's not jacked up. So yeah, support if you want. I'll see you guys later.